Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Fascination Organ Improvisation. My name is Franz Josef Stoiber. In this video we are going to speak about how to improvise a fugue. When we study a fugue, when we study improvising a fugue, we are practicing a lot of things. We have to develop an interesting theme with a good structure. We have to think about the harmonization of the theme. We have to transpose our theme and so on. So we have a very interesting and thrilling work ahead. Let's get started. Here is our theme, a theme in C major, a little inspired by the themes of the composers in the North German style, like Nikolaus Bruns, with repeated tones inside. Let's play our theme. And now let's study the harmonization of our theme, and we have a very clear harmonic structure. So the theme starts with the G major chord, then the first degree C, A, then D, G and C. So the steps are 1, 6, 2, 5, 1, 16, 25. We have practiced this cadence in one of the last videos. Now we can play the theme with the chords and with the pedals. Now the theme with the left hand. Also with the pedals. So very clear structure of the theme and of the harmonization of the theme. Yes, we have to play the theme always with the left hand, with the right hand and with the pedals. The next job is to transpose our theme. And let's repeat the secondary keys. Look at the scale of C major. The first 6 notes from C to A shows us our secondary or neighbour keys. The home key C major, and at the end the relative key A minor, and between D is D minor, is the key, the -1 key. E minor is +1 key, the relative of course, relative +1 key. F -1, G +1. Why -1 and +1? Because of the key signature. So F major has 1 flat and the G major key has 1 sharp when you compare these keys with our home key C major. Now here we have our 5 secondary or neighbour keys: D, E, F, G and A. Now we can study the plan of keys. in the section A of Baroque music, also in a fugue, in a Baroque fugue, we have the two keys, the home key and the +1 key, C major and G major. We will see when we study the first part, the first section of our fugue. In the middle part of the Baroque music, and so also in a fugue, we have the transpositions, especially to the relative keys, starting with A minor, E minor, D minor, and also the major key F major. And at the end, in the final section, we repeat C major, perhaps also the +1 key G major. But very important is to play 1, 2 or 3 times the theme in our home key. So here you have the plan of keys, starting with the level of keys. The 0 level is the key level, and the transpositions normally go a fifth upwards to the +1 level or the -1 key level. And here we have our keys, C major, G major, in the middle part, the middle section, the relative keys, A minor, E minor, D minor, and the F major key, and at the end, of course, the home key, C major. Now our job, our work is to transpose our theme into the neighbor keys, playing the theme with the right hand, with the left hand, and with the pedals. And it's important to keep our harmonization, our 1625 cadence, which we have studied before. Now we are going to practice the transpositions. Of course, first we repeat the home key C major. We have to play the theme in the tenor with the pedals. It's a little complicated, but we have to do this job. The next transposition is a fifth above, G major. Next key is A minor. Then we have the key E minor. The next key is D minor. to study how to start our fugue. And here is important, we have to think in voices, like a choir. The four voices, the soprano, the alto, the tenor and the bass in the pedals. Normally we start with the middle voices and then we go outside, step per step. The first entrance of our theme we call the first entrance dux and the second entrance of the theme comes. And now look, the theme starts with a fifth above the keynote. And normally we have to transpose our theme fifth above into G major, and the theme sounds like this. But the D doesn't fit into the C major chord. So we have, instead of D, we have to play the C. This fact we call tonal answer. Please study the video with imitation technique. The tonal answer fifth with the fourth. Now we have the first two entrances of our theme. And you see the chorus entrance begins in C major and the theme leads us to G major. From C, this G major chord is now our first degree. And here we have the modulating cadence. So the counterpoint of our theme makes clear the cadence. 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. Now we are going to study the first section of the fugue, the so-called exposition. And the exposition is finished when every voice had the theme. So we start with alto. Here's the end of our theme. The next entrance starts. Tenor. Now, after the chorus follows the dux. And the next entrance, the fourth entrance, the comes follows. And at the beginning, it is enough only to play the chords. Here the exposition is finished. After the exposition we can play a counter exposition, another entrance with dux or comes. Here the ending of the end of our exposition. Soprano. In exposition, the soprano was a comis. Here, the soprano has the dux. And you can make a reharmonization of the theme like this. After the exposition and a contra-exposition, normally we have an episode. An episode contains normally a motif of the theme, and the episode normally modulates to the next key, to the next relative key. Here we have the motif of the theme. Major to A, to the relative key A minor. Now the middle section begins, and we can start the middle section without the bass. The bass starts it, and we have to complete this part with the chords in the right hand. Also without the soprano starts it, and we have an entrance of the theme in the alto minor, beginning with the fourth A, not B's, but A. And the next only with two voices, so it is important not to play always in four voices. You have to reduce the voices, especially in the middle part. Now the next voice, entrance in the soprano in A minor. The next entrance in the pedals in D minor. And now we are going to improvise an episode modulating back to our home key C major. This is the end of the middle part, and we will use the head of our theme, the repeated note, from D to D minor to C major. And here we have the entrance of our theme in C major, beginning with F, not with G, with F. Entrance was in G major, and now we are going to the end of with two entrances in our home key C major. Yes, a fantastic work to study improvising a fugue. We learn a lot of skills. We practice harmonizing a theme. We practice the structure, the plan of keys, the 3 sections of a fugue and more things. I think for an improviser it is very interesting and very useful to study this form. So the first thing is to develop a good theme over a good bass, good harmonic bass. Then it is very important to be able to play the theme with the right, with the left hand and the pedals. You have to transpose the theme in the neighbour keys, and then you can play episodes between the sections to connect the 3 sections. So I wish you all the best for your study and for your improvisations. And I'm happy when you see my next video. Bye.